So that's, I want to say short, brief nutshell what we do at Jiwe and the three parts. I think I will hand it over to Marion to talk to us a little bit about UNESCO Youth, what UNESCO Youth do, and then we can get into the activity of the day, which is playtesting the new game, Umoja the game, which has been co-developed by Jiwe, UNESCO, University of London, One University, and this will be basically a showcase of the game. In the goal will be to get feedback from players from across. I know UNESCO Youth has players from across the country, so maybe you can introduce them as well. They tell us a little bit about where they are, where they're from, and then we can get into the playtest. I also understand that while the playtest is happening, which we'll be able to see on the screen, Marion will also be interviewed. So I will introduce some of our developers on. You have Benny, we have Andrew. So Benny was the lead, and Andrew was the lead sounding. So you have us. You questions. I'm sure you have questions ready for us, Marion, in terms of how we developed it and position the. So I will hand it back to you, Marion.
Yes. So, thank you, Max. I still again I want to introduce now. UNESCO Youth Forum. This is it's a global youth-led organization. We champion for both for educational activities, we champion for cultural heritage, we champion for human and social sciences, we do champion for youth participation and civic engagement, and we are yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Is it possible to turn on your cameras? See.
All right. My goodness, I am actually on the roadside. I had to step out just to have this conversation, but I hope now you can hear, you can see me. I can turn off. That's
No,
okay.
you're good. You can leave it on if you like. Yep.
All right. So like I was saying, so UNESCO Youth Forum, we are a youth-led organization. We are being supported by the Kenya National Commission for UNESCO, as well as the UNESCO Regional Office for East African. And I believe for us to have this engagement, we had that link between UGO Studios and the UNESCO Regional Office. And I'm actually glad that we have David Mopel here. He will introduce himself, but I will introduce myself. Like I said, I'm the programs coordinator for UNESCO Youth Forum. And for UNESCO Youth Forum, what we do basically, our core mandate is to champion what UNESCO Regional Office and what Kenya National Commission for UNESCO, what they do in terms of education, especially whenever we are into these global education meetings. Us as UNESCO Youth Forums, we normally have our youth perspectives, and of course, we do champion for heritage and culture. We do champion for civic education, and of course, even for social and human sciences. And I think this is how we are coming in. We are finding the nexus between the Jiwe Studio and also UNESCO Youth Forum. So, of course, in here we have the UNESCO Youth Forum members. And I don't know if they will have time to say hi, but of course we have the UNESCO Youth Forum members from Nairobi, all the way from Mombasa, a representative from Mombasa. We also have a representative from, it was Nakuru, yes. And I think from there, David Mopel will pick from there. I believe that's okay. Maybe back to you. I'll introduce David. David, you can say hi.
So good afternoon, everyone. As you have heard, my name is David Mopel Teka. I currently serve as the membership coordinator for the Kenya UNESCO Youth Forum. First of all, I need to appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to join this platform as we also celebrate the 80th anniversary of the UN. And Marion has really introduced UNESCO Youth Forum in the most brief and the most the best way possible to introduce the youth forum. And I'm really glad that we're having this partnership with Jiwe, and we are glad to participate in this event today as we also launch the game. And our members are also excited to have the test. So Max, we really appreciate you for bringing up this one and the team, and we're looking forward to a productive meeting. I know we've come a long way in planning this, and we're hoping that it's going to be the best. Thank you so much, Mariam. Back to you.
Thank you very much, David, for that introduction. It's good to meet you both. It's really a combination of a year's work that we find ourselves here. We started working with UNESCO almost a year ago in terms of designing and the implementation of this game. So I'm really happy that we're here, that be able to play test it and just get the different perspectives of the game. Now, to move things forward, I believe we have some playtesters scheduled to playtest the game, so they may also make their way onto the stage. Marian, while they are playtesting, I believe you, David, I believe there will be some questions you have for us as developers. But first, we want to kick off the developers, I mean the playtesters, to start playtesting the game, and then we can go into the Q&A session with the developers who are here, myself, Benny, and Andrew. So just looking at the coordination team, Newton and Kabaka, how do we invite the playtesters to the stage so they can introduce themselves, and then we can kick off the playtest? Over to the coordination team.
So for the playtesters, we had done the test earlier. So all you need to do is just maybe set up your Discord request to be on stage, and then you'll be allowed to be on stage. If you're ready, you can maybe raise your hand up and I'll invite you on stage.
Newton, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
Oh, I'm saying if you're ready, you can raise up your hand and then I'll invite you on stage so you can share your screen.
Yeah. Because with enough orders, you can do anything. You can actually
I think Dafford has joined us on stage.
Right, I can see David is on stage. Dafford actually, not David, sorry. Newton and Kabaka, who else needs to come on stage, please?
I've invited them. They'll accept and then join us on stage.
Great. Hatsa has just come on the stage. Perfect. I believe we have one more. I believe that would be Moses. Great. Perfect. I believe we're full on stage. So I'll invite you again to turn on your cameras and introduce you. We can start with Dafford and then go to Hatsa and then go to Moses. Just tell us, just introduce yourself, tell us who you are, where you are.
Well, the finished curriculum for early foundation year.
Hello guys, my name is Dapo Dewina. I'm tuning in from Mombasa.
And with that, it's more of
welcome.
heard of one.
Welcome, Mombasa. Next, we have Hatsa. Hatsa, go ahead. I can see you've already opened the game. You're ahead of us. Give us a second. We'll introduce everyone and then we'll game. But it's brilliant. We can see your screen. Brilliant. So back to the introductions. I believe Hatsa and Moses, we need you to introduce yourselves and where you are. Kindly turn on your screen and just introduce it.
Hello.
Hello, is that you, Moses?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, my name is Moses. Tuned in. I'm in Nairobi, around Rwaka.
Moses, we can't hear you. Could you repeat that?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hope everyone, I believe everyone is doing great today afternoon. My name is Moses. I'm tuned in Nairobi, around Rwaka area. And I hope you'll have a successful session. Thank you.
Welcome, Moses from Rwaka. It's good to see you. Karibu sana. It is a good afternoon. And lastly, over to Hadsa. Hadsa, we'll give you a moment to introduce yourself. We can't hear you. Okay, I'm not sure about Hadsa. She might be having technical difficulties. For now, maybe I will introduce the team from the Jiwe side. We'll start with the coordination team, Newton and Kabaka, and then we'll team, which is Benny Waweru and so firstly, we can start with Newton and Kabaka. Go ahead.
So, hello everyone. My name is Newton.
Newton, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
What about?
Yes, Kabaka, we can hear you. Maybe Kabaka, you can start, and then we can come back to Newton.
My name is Kabaka. I'm the social media coordinator for Jiwe, and I've been I've been speaking quite on this, and I've talked to I think all of you, and coordinated with all of you regarding the status. If you have any issues, still you can still talk to me, and then you can solve them. I think we have accomplished all.
Very well done. Thank you, Kabaka. Kabaka has been behind all the social media and the technical coordination behind Discord, along with Newton. Newton, over to you.
So can you hear me now?
We still cannot hear you.
So what about now?
Still, we cannot hear you. Maybe as you solve that, Newton, I can invite on stage Benny and Andrew. Welcome, Benny. Please go ahead, turn on your camera and introduce yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can see you as well. Karibu sana.
Okay. Hi, I'm Benny Manyuke. I am the lead game developer at Jiwe Studios. So I was in charge of the technical stuff behind the scenes in Umoja. That's all. Yeah. Do I need to say anything at all?
No, that's perfect. Yeah, so Benny was the lead developer on this project. Karibu sana, Benny. I'll also invite on the stage Andrew. Andrew, just join the stage and just bring. Andrew, could you join us on stage? Just introduce yourself. Brilliant. Welcome, Andrew. Go ahead and turn on your camera and just introduce yourself. Andrew, just waiting on you. Could you unmute, turn on your camera and just a quick check. Newton, have you fixed your microphone? Nope. Okay. Well, everyone gets to see you, so that's still just as good. Just waiting on one more introduction from Andrew. All right, might be having some technical difficulties there. So, I believe the introductions are done. I believe we have Moses and Dafford as playtesters ready. And Marion as well. I don't know if you playtest. Moses and Dafford, have you installed the updated game?
Yeah, I've installed it.
Okay, great. I believe we can start the playtest. Marion, I believe you have questions which you get in about the development of the game. For Dafford and Moses, I believe you can start the playtest. We'll follow along through your screen. Brilliant. We can see your screen, Dafford. Well done. It looks like you played it a little bit. You might have to restart it from the beginning so that we can follow from the beginning.
Okay.
I hope it's the new updated game.
That
Dafford?
is probably not the new one.
It's not the new one, you think?
Yes, because it should have the menu has a sidebar. That should be. It's not there. And also,
Okay. Dafford, you might have to download the new update.
Okay, let me check. Let me check it.
Yes.
I think I did. But if probably I dialed the wrong link.
It's
Okay.
updated as of a few minutes ago.
Just a minute then.
Give you a minute. It's on the same link, jiwe.io. You'll find the Umoja V1 download available. That's the download. You have to uninstall the current version and then install the new version. Don't directly install the new version. You have to uninstall. Okay. To our next playtest, Moses, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. So personally on my end, I have a feedback. Okay, so this is the first game which is running smoothly. So personally, I did follow the instructions. I did delete the version and reinstalled this other version. But I don't know if I can show on the screen for the new version I did download. And then after downloading, there's just I don't know if it's my phone. It's not compatible with that version, or but there's a way instead it gets to open as an app, and as an app it's opening as a file. It's trying to open like a file, so it's giving me the instruction to open as a WPS format or those versions. Yeah, so it's not like how the first was as an APK. I was it was smoothing downloading very fast.
I see. Let me just double check.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Okay, so that's fixed. If you go back onto the website link, there's the updated download that should fix that problem.
Okay.
So that's for both Moses and Dafford. So you'd have to download the new one. I think the problem was the extension on the file. So the extension wasn't correct. So it was looking for, I guess, a document, but I've updated that. Are you able to see the new download, Moses?
Yeah. Already downloading right now.
Perfect. Dafford, have you seen the new download?
Yeah, I think I've seen it. Let me check it out.
Great.
So I just logged in through the link that you had sent previously.
Yes, and then look for the latest download and download the latest one. Perfect. As they do that, I will check in with Marion and David. Marion, I know you have a few, but we want to wait until the playtesters start to playtest. In the meanwhile, maybe I can ask a few questions. So what are some of the activities do. I can also talk about some of the stuff we do at Jiwe in terms of the community and youth as we wait for the two playtesters to download and install the game. So over to David and Marion. Maybe you can talk about a little bit about the activities that UNESCO Youth have been doing in connection with UNESCO. Yeah, just inviting David and Marion. Tell us a bit more about your work as we wait for the playtesters to install their games. Marion and David, are you there?
Yes. Thank you, Mark. Sorry for the Mark. Sorry for the delay. So now, so some of the activities that Youth Forum we do, we we do things both globally and also in the Kenyan context. So some of the things, just like what I had mentioned, we do policy and advocacy. So of course we do provide platform for the young people, specifically for the youth members, to influence national and global policy discussion in UNESCO areas of competency, just like these activities we had last year, whereby we participated in the global education meeting. And of course, this is we are participating in more of consultations. It could be in SDG youth consultations. It could be in cultural and heritage consultations, whereby we work together with KVSO Kenya, and also we do policy briefs and also position papers on issues. These issues pertaining education reform, specifically when we work hand in hand with National Commission for UNESCO. I know you asked how best do we work together with the UNESCO regional office, but there are some things we do with the UNESCO regional office, and there are others which we do with National Commission for UNESCO. So aside from the policy and advocacy, we do education and capacity building. As you can see, we are basically pro education, and so in this sense, we do empower youth with knowledge and skills. Here is whereby when we normally have this AI digital training that UNESCO regional office normally provide, they loop us in this engagement, and we have our youth members being part and parcel in this. And of course, we align ourselves with UNESCO missions of building peace in the minds of both women and men. And of course, some of the activities that we do include here are we organize workshop trainings. And of course, these workshop trainings is it's more of we are looking into the leadership space, we're looking into the research and innovations, we're looking into sustainable development. And aside from that, we normally get looked into some panel discussions. And of course, in this panel discussion, even as we speak right now, UNESCO Youth Forum, in partnership with some other organizations that are into the economic space, we normally have these dialogues on educational dialogues and debates, whereby we partner with organizations such as Chill. We partner with the Economics Student Association of Kenya. We also partner with other research-based think tanks. And of course, we do support youth-led initiatives, especially when we are looking into the sustainable development, particularly the educational sustainable development, that is ESD. And of course, aside from the advocacy, the what did I say? My goodness, policy and advocacy, and also the education and capacity building. The third thing that we look into is the environment and climate action. Actually, this is something that the chairperson for UNESCO Forums is so passionate about. And of course, And of course, he always organizes some of the activities around it. And some of the activities, of course, this includes the tree planting and environmental restorations, whereby campaigns whereby you also work hand in hand with the National Kenya Commission for UNESCO and also for UNESCO Regional Office. So, of course, I mean, the agenda for Kenya, we are looking into contributing Kenya's 15 billion tree initiatives. I don't know, at a lifespan of 5 years, I presume. So the other thing, of course, we've been doing this world cleanup during the UNESCO, I would say UNESCO holidays. So of course, this World Cleanup Day, we do partner with UNESCO Regional Office and also National Commission for UNESCO, and also the city councils. Like the last year, we had a cleanup with we partnered with Nairobi City Council. So of course, there's that Nairobi City Council, and also of course these schools and local councils and all those kind of things. And of course, we do run awareness campaigns on literacy. There's a project that we were actually it's on a phase that we are working with Art and Love United. It's an organization based in it's global, based in it's Switzerland, yeah. But we have some of the representatives here in Kenya. There's some agreements that we are working on for the climate literacy and also more of involvement in the blockchain. And again, we also do innovation and science and culture. So hereby we as UNESCO Youth Forum, we try as much as possible to to put members in at the age of whereby we nurture their creativity and also the scientific innovation. And this year we've been having this SIGA, Science Affairs at UN Gigiri Complex, and we've had our members participating on the same. Last week we had Innovation Challenge at USIU, and of course we've been having youth participating on the same. So of course here we do support cultural exchange programs and creative arts exhibitions. So in fact, when we talk about this creative arts, there's a project that the National Commission for UNESCO in partnerships with it's the German youths. They're working on the same, and it's something that we are looking into so that we can of course look this for our youth members. And of course we do partnerships and community engagement. So basically here we are looking into how us as UNESCO Youth Forum we coordinate with some other with other youth delegates. Even as we speak right now, we are looking into a joint program between the not between among the youth UNESCO Youth Forum. We have the UNFPA advisory board. We have the UN Youth, and also other UN United Nations youth platforms. So there's a program that we are working on together with the UNESCO Regional Office that we of course we are doing it as the youth platform. And it is very important to note that UNESCO, like I'd said, one of its mission is to empower. It is of course is to this peace building and social cohesion. It's something that even us as UNESCO Youth Forum, we are into it. And of course, we do emphasize on this peace education, we emphasize on intercultural dialogue. And of course, in this way, the activities that we do when we discuss that peace building and social cohesion, we look into this promoting interfaith and intercultural youth engagement through like what I had mentioned, that was creative arts, and of course the civic projects, and of course we've been having these peace walks in partnerships with the NCIC and also of course the National Kenya Commission for UNESCO. So maybe just in a nutshell, as you've heard, we work hand in hand with the NATCOM and of course with UNESCO Regional Office for East Africa. And we this is UNESCO Youth Forum has been here since way back And for us, it's our so it's almost 2 years in office in UNESCO Youth Forum, and of course we always keep the energy to promote this youth empowerment in some of those key pillars that I've mentioned: the policy and advocacy, peace building, and social cohesion, and of course education. Education, something that I'm personally passionate about. I don't know if I have left anything else. Maybe I don't know if maybe there's something else I have left out. If not, I think I'll leave it here. And then Max, you can take over. You can let us know what you do at Jiwe Studio. Back to you, Max.
Thank you, Marian. That was very wide ranging, and understanding the pillars of UNESCO Youth Forum is very interesting, very key. Can anyone join the UNESCO? Just a question for Marian. Can anyone join the UNESCO? Uh, that's for Marian. Marian, again, really quickly. In any case, I think we are moving along. Dafford and Moses, you can go ahead and share.
Can you see me? Can you see? I'm in my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen, Moses.
Okay.
I can't seem to share, man. I don't know if it's because Moses is sharing.
Let's double check on that. Kabaka, can you confirm? What should we do next? Moses, you can go ahead and start as we figure out what Dafford can do. Benny, feel free to chime in here if the player has missed something. We can keep it as a conversation as he continues to play.
Can you use the camera on the joystick on the right? Just tap the screen on the right and hold. There's a joystick there as well. I think the call is blocking that.
Atikan?
I think, could you, what is that black part of your screen that that image there? That's blocking the camera joystick. You should be able to look around as well.
I think that's the Discord
Yeah.
overlay.
Yeah, it's gonna block your controls a bit.
So there are two joysticks. There are two joysticks. There's one for your left hand and one for your right hand. Your left hand gives you movement, which is what you're doing now. And then for your left hand, there you go. Great. So you just need to reach the white dot.
The white dot.
Yes, if you look around, just look around. There's a white dot. It says it's behind you. So turn around. Just look where you're going. Turn the camera to behind the character so that you can always look where you're going. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so now attempt to to reach the white dot. Yeah, look around, keep looking around. There's the white dot. I'm not sure why it's shaking. The white dot is just in front of you there. I think your controls are giving you a problem.
A bit of big.
You can try lowering the settings. Maybe try lowering your settings. Pause the game, and then lower the settings a bit, because I feel like there's a performance issue.
Yeah, definitely a performance issue there. Perfect. Are you able to see the riddle? Or the okay.
I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, so you're supposed to solve the crypt text, and it'll give you a word that is the answer to the what's it called? The phrase on top there. So if you keep going,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay.
I keep going.
Yes. Are you solving it in a particular order, or how are you trying the sequence?
I'm rotating one.
Yeah.
One at a time. And then I pause like one at a time. If I see there's no correct answer, I switch to
the next one.
To the next, maybe the in between one. Yeah.
I think that's a good way to approach it. Okay. Yeah, I think if you keep one constant and then try the rest. So which one is the constant one that you want to keep? The one on the left, or which one?
The one in between.
The one in between.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that matches. Maybe? No.
Not yet.
Yet. Okay. That one might match on the left. On the right? changing the left one, I think. So the answer is not knowledge. So that's not the answer. Okay, the answer is not peace. Okay, the answer is not slavery. Okay, the answer is not hope. Perfect, brilliant. Right, the objective on top is to find Fort Jesus. This, of course, being Old Town, you have to go to the white dot.
Okay.
Effort, maybe we will leave you continuing to play, heading to the white dot. We want to switch over to the second playtest at Dafford.
Okay, it's okay.
Yep. So stop sharing your screen. We have some questions for you after Dafford's playtest on how your experience was so far.
Okay.
But you can continue, but stop sharing your screen so that we can Dafford can share his.
It's okay.
Thank you very much, Moses. Dafford, over to you. In this one, I think similarly. Okay, this one we don't have sound. Sure why, but yeah, you have two joysticks. One will give you direction, and one will give you a better view, so a camera view, and one will. So you want to try and go to the white dot.
Also, feel free to lower the settings. You can just press the pause button, and then you can lower the settings. The top right.
So correct. I think, yeah, you've just passed the white dot behind you, but I can see it's lagging or jerking. Stafford, maybe you can press pause. There's a way you can reduce settings. Yeah, go to settings. Just select lower quality. Okay, close and then resume. I think you can add the volume, I think, also where the is low. Yes, just increase. There you go. Okay, a lot better. Not the best, but a lot better.
Could you guys still see my screen? Looks like
Yes, we were following.
hello? Oh, okay. I thought you guys okay, let me go back. Let me go back and proceed. I see Arabic here.
Yes, so you're supposed to line the crypttext up in the that will solve the riddle. So you have the riddle up there. I am taken and I am taken and traded, yet never sold. I am chained, yet never silent. You may cage the body, but never the soul. Am I? And so you have the words in Arabic, but you can see the words continue from one block to the other. So you should be able to solve it.
I'm trying to find it about what I can say. That's
Okay, so what people usually do is they have like keeping one block constant and changing the other block to match.
okay.
So for example, if you keep that block where it is, and then try and match the second block. So keep the left one constant. Yes. Okay. So you can see that matched. Well done. So the next objective is to go to Fort Jesus. So navigate using the two joysticks and head to the white dot, which is 59 meters away. Great. Yes. So those who are from Mombasa, this is the famous Dani Street in Old Town. You might turn the camera angle so you see where you're behind the player. Yes, but in the other direction. Benny, I'm seeing most people are having trouble with their camera.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of trouble with the camera.
The joystick is on the left for movement. The camera is on the right. I think even the Discord display might be blocking because I feel like they're using they're placing trying to move from the center of the screen. And also, I think there is a performance issue. I think Androids. I think the devices might be maybe the game isn't compatible with some of the older versions. Yeah.
Something to look into for sure. Therefore, did the game load? I think if you try and move, should be in for Jesus now. Did it load properly? Yes, there you are. So here's our model of Fort Jesus. For anyone that's been to Fort Jesus, you can tell us what you think. Oh no. You can look around, see if it's still responding. No, having challenges. Oh yeah, you can look around. I think we might close the playtest here just because of the UI issues that are coming up on your side. But thank you very much, Daphwood, for that.
Evening, Gori. It's a good game, though.
Thanks. So, just a quick question for Moses and Daphwood. I know you've played it a very short time, but what did you think so far? I know you're having performance issues, but what did you think of the story that you saw so far?
Okay, so can I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so personally, the story and the visuals are quite engaging. I was impressed by the concept, definitely, and also the storyline and how it's just integrating with the visuals. It's quite amazing. Having the fact that there's just a unique way where it's integrating with the Kenyan culture. So for that, I feel it's more creative in the gaming development in our country. So despite the tweaks on the controls a little bit, because on normal circumstances when I game, my controls, I think that's what you were saying about performance. The controls, there's a way when playing the game, I find it much effective when my controls are so far much over on the end of my phone. I don't know if you can get what I'm saying.
Yes, we can. I believe in terms of like the performance of the phone, you mean, of your phone.
Yeah. So I think the only thing that personally I was finding it the controls. I don't know if you could see me struggling with the time I was trying to maybe move on this direction, trying to move over the other direction. I find the controls they are almost touching each other, so I find it nini a little bit
Got you.
nini. Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that. You are having a little bit of a hard time. I got that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that is the only problem I can say I had. But overall, I feel the experience was very unique. Having the fact that I don't think I have played games that are more Kenyan. Uh, yeah, I feel the overall experience was quite good, very good. And I can't wait to see the final version of it and play.
Thank you, Moses. We've noted the good with the bad. Yeah, I think overall, I think great feedback. Thank you. Dafford?
Yeah, I think overall, I think the game is quite interactive and quite educative. I mean, it has certain features like the SDR, looking at how the designs were made, like the SDR terminals. Yeah, and um, the visuals are also I would say quite good. Um, yeah, apart from what my colleague said about the joysticks and the control I don't know what you call them. But yeah, I do think the game is quite good. Looking at how the instructions are given, right? There is a sense of direction, and yeah, like I really felt nice when I figured out the puzzles, kind of like the questions that they were asking, the riddles, right? So yeah, I think it's quite an amazing game. Um, on my end, I think it's my phone that failed me. It's quite cool, so I think everything was a bit kind of getting hold up. Um, but overall, I think this game is quite educative. It can be played by kids. Um, yeah, so overally, I love the features, the coloring, and it is easy to use if you have a good phone. I think the first player did very smoothly. I never saw him having issues like I was. Yeah, like my phone was hanging out a bit, but overall the game is good. So maybe like you were mentioning, Maxwell, on the camera part, I don't know if it's me struggling, but I think in every game I'm always struggle with the camera. So yeah, but if that can be like, I don't know, fixed so that you don't have to like move the camera around. I don't know. For me, I would really prefer that, so that everything is just in a level field. I can literally see everything without moving the camera around. But that is also significant for people who want to get maybe different sections, view of different sections of the game. It's also quite vital. So yeah, so I do love the game, and I think this is built for Kenyans by Kenyans, for Africans by Africans. So it's quite a good thing, super good.
Thank you, David. Very important feedback. I think you're right. In terms of, and also Andrew has also mentioned in the group that the performance issue could also be because of Discord. We're on that you're running this app, Discord, and you're playing the game, so that might have some performance issues. But overall, thank you very much. I noted that down. I think yes. I think in terms of like the visual, that's what get SGR captured in the game for Jesus and Old Town. And within the story, you actually go. I don't know if you've heard of the annual Donkey game, and you come down to Witu, some other towns as well, Kilifi, and then to Shimoni. So you actually explore the whole coast, going through different challenges and learn the story as you go along. So try playing it without running, which I think is. In terms of the joystick, I believe we'll try and look into that to make sure it's Brilliant. Amazing. Thank you for that, Moses and Dafford. That's great feedback for us. This was the whole point of this session, is to have you, the UNESCO Youth Playtest, give us feedback, which you have. It's very important we take that into consideration as we towards the final release of the game. This is a stop along the way where we play test it with different groups, get to understand how they experience the game and how. So thank you very much, the UNESCO Youth Forum, Marion, David, and the rest of. Again, special thanks to the coordination team, Newton, Kabaka, the developer, and Andrew, who's here as well. And then everyone else supported to make this happen. Right at the end, I'm going to check in with the UNESCO team. Marion, do you have any follow-up questions? Ask about the development of the game, because myself, project lead, Benny, the lead developer, are all here. So you can ask any questions about the game, how position, and we'll be able to tell you.
All right, all right. Thank you, Max. Of course, I've been listening keenly, and I really appreciate the fact that this game is co-created with the Swahili Coast communities. You know, because of course I'm from Coast, so of course this is something that I'm so invested in. And yeah, so now I wouldn't want to ask technical questions because, of course, this is something that is it's very interesting. And my question will be centered around UNESCO's value. And earlier on, like I'd mentioned, we advocate for education, culture, science, and of course, youth empowerment. And of course, my question will be more inclined to the game objectives. And I would want to know in what ways, how do I put it, in what ways does the game go beyond entertainment to deliver cultural, educational, or social impact? And I don't know, Max, if you'd want me to ask all the questions, or maybe one question you answer, or how would you like that format to be?
I think we can go one question at a time, because I will also invite some of my team to.
All right. Then again, we can just start with that question, just to have an overview on how the game goes beyond the entertainment bit.
Great, it's a great question. I think for me, the first part would be like a lot of our history are framed from outside perspectives. And within Umoja, we are saying architecture, in terms of music, we created all new music that's inspired from the different communities. Andrew was the leader of that, and came up with the different music attached to the different tribes along the coast. And this for us is one source of how we can form our own identity. So that's one. The second aspect is that the game, in partnership with our partners, One University, SOAS University, it's actually based on facts and research. So the stories that you hear are grounded in facts, but as well, we've also combined real life. So part of the game design process is that we coordinated with the different communities along. Went down. They helped us do research. So, we taught them how to collect data, how to collect stories, and the youth groups from each of the towns went out. They spoke with the older generation, collected stories. They came back. They reviewed all the stories, and they said this story makes sense, this story makes sense, and all those stories ended up game. And so with that aspect of it being grounded in research and includes real life experiences, we also want to come up with a framework to teach history in the classroom. So whenever you're teaching history or so, we're in talks with like KIC, have that within the library. You can go ahead, pull up the game, and go all the points within the history curriculum, right? So it's a different way of learning, not just static reading a book, watching. We want aiming for a new engagement, a more immersive, where your mind is more active and engaging with the content that, your mind being passive, actually actively engaging the history. So that's how we go that step further.
All right, thank you, Max. So maybe my other question is, for UNESCO Youth Forum, we are so much pro youth empowerment, and when I mean by youth empowerment, it would mean capacity building, and capacity building we mean now equipping the young people with skills. So not just to ask you, are there specific skills or capacities you hope to build among the youth through this game or through your studio work?
Of course, I mean, projects like Umoja help Africa's creative economy grow. They create jobs. They've created jobs and work within our studio, as well as outside within. Skills like game design, music design, storytelling. All of these jobs are what we consider meaningful. They tell our history, our story, and you get paid to do it. So I believe these projects are very important. Young people get to learn new skills. For example, actually, I might call one of our developers. I think Andrew's experience of the game is also very unique. Doing sound design, but the music within the game, from Giriama culture to Swahili culture, and he created all new music for that. And these are skills that he has picked up and learned, and will be able to use them in the future. So maybe I can invite Andrew to talk a little bit from that perspective.
All right, that's great. That's great, Max. You've talked about you Jiwe Studios, you creating jobs, and I'm here wondering if we can strike a deal. You promote our youth members with any opportunities at Jiwe Studio. I think this is something that we can co-create, isn't it, Max? And it's not part of the question, but I think it's something that we can look at it later. But that is just a by the way. So
Absolutely. I mean, even with this game, we collaborated a lot with the communities on ground. So I'm very very interested to see how we can collaborate on that going forward.
Yeah, thank you. There are so many youth forums that would really love these kind of opportunities. And so maybe just to ask you one more question, and maybe I don't know if the team they have other questions, but I do want to ask you this, and this question is tailored future plans and collaborations. So maybe just to ask you, how do you envision scaling or evolving this project over the next few years? Because I think from this we would want to strike collaboration between Jiwe and UNESCO Youth Forum. I know you're doing it with UNESCO Regional Office, but we'd also want to be looped into this kind of collaboration. Back to you, Max.
I think it'd be very interesting. I think going forward with sharing or distributing the game in communities. I'd be very interested to know how we can the UNESCO forum to see how we can distribute. Feedback like this is always very important, and also in creating. If there are youth within the forum, in creating educational materials, I think this is a collaboration look into, because over the next year or so with this game, we'll be really distributing it in schools and getting feedback, and hopefully evolving the game, because we want it essentially to be used as a tool in the classroom, but also at some point the tool also has to be maintained. So we'll have to how what our costs are and how to provide these products to different schools and universities even. So that would be something to look into in terms of community engagement and creating educational with the forum.
All right, Max, just one more question. From this demonstration that we've seen, Dafford, Moses, they have, of course, taken us through. I do want to ask you, what is this major challenge you're facing aside from this gaming tweaking, when of course when people are into it, and of course it is tweaking. I just need to know what's the major challenge you're facing as this project concerned.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think for me, the problem we're trying to solve with is how to make games, or rather, how do we gamify education that it's becomes more immersive for the student or for the learner. I think that's the key question to solve, because learning is changing, learning is immersive. How do we keep up with how, let's say, how the world is changing or process information? How do we keep up with that? Right now, people prefer things that are more immersive, just trying to make sure that the educational sector keeps up with the technologies that we have in hand, and the experience is better for the learner, that eventually makes the outcomes better in terms of education. So that's the main problem we're trying to.
All right. Thank you. I think that's it on my end. I really appreciate this conversation, and of course, what you're doing at Jiwe Studio. This is really impressive, and keep up. Thank you, Max.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us. I think Andrew has just joined on stage. Andrew, I don't know if you'd be able to share your experience as it relates to creating sound and creating music before we close.
That's fine. Sorry, I've been having some challenges with Discord. But I'd say I think it's a different kind of I think it's one thing making like music for games. General like games, when you look at genres out there like adventure games or casual or hyper casual games. And it's like a totally different thing making for music for a game like Umoja, because it's very unique, having to incorporate deeply cultural aspect into the music. And I think that's one thing that's very different and unique about making music for Umoja. And I'd say it's very captivating to explore the different cultures along the coast, getting to check on the Mijikenda tribes and the Taarab music. I'd say those are the two main focus points on music. And so listening to the folk songs and the different aspects that the music has. And so essentially, my experience was I really enjoyed working on this and just getting to create something that's also going to be used to help teach about the history and things that people don't know, because I'm also learning through this experience, which I find important in just getting to understand different things that I would never have if I didn't take part in this project. So I'm grateful for that as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew, for that insight. I think that's really the goal with how our engagement with youth is. Hopefully, we can work together again with the have youth pick up new skills and really forge forward, creating a vibrant creative industry. I think this is very in line with what forum in terms of education. I think this kind of games or this kind of interactions are great, because not only do they create, for example, games that are based on our culture and our history, but provide youth with skills that they can go on and build a career on. So, yes, I think we can close it there, Marion. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. But I just want to give my vote of thanks. Thank you, team. This has been it's been very interesting, and of course, I have to thank you for the time that you've spared for this meeting. And of course, we look forward to engaging more. And please, Jiwe, let's keep exchanging notes. I believe there's more we can do together. Jiwe Studios and UNESCO Youth Forum. We are very vibrant youths. So of course, we from here, I believe we're gonna take it higher, and I'm looking forward to this kind of conversations. And of course, I wouldn't want to close without recognizing David Mopel. Do you have anything to say? Maybe you can close it. And I don't know if when we started with the word of prayer. Maybe David, you would we'd end with the word of prayer. I really appreciate it. I'm assuming we are all Christians. My bad.
Yeah. A good afternoon, everyone. Once more. I don't have much to say. I really want to thank each and every one of you for creating time to join this session. It's been an interesting session and one of a kind. We've learned a lot about the Umoja app, the Umoja game, and we're really motivated by what you're doing, Max and the team. Keep doing what you're doing. As the UNESCO Youth Forum, we are really willing to support in any means. We are willing to provide our youths who really have expertise in such. And in future, we could really wish to collaborate with you guys more. I know it's been a journey from the development part to the mobilization part, but eventually it's been a success. I can't also close without appreciating the playtesters from our side. I think they really did amazing. Had like 2 or 3 days of sleepless nights trying to connect dots and ensure that everything is in place. So I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to more collaboration with you guys. So thank you so much also, Marion, for moderating this session. It's been amazing. Despite you having a busy schedule, you also created time to moderate this one. I appreciate that, and everyone else who joined. I just pray for blessings. So Max, I think if anyone else needs to speak, I can
I can close with a word of prayer, but let me just give it back to you. If you have anything else to say, then if I have to pray for the final prayer, you'll give it back to me.
Thank you, David. I think we can close it here, and let's close it with a word of.
Okay, so let's pray. Father, we thank you for this afternoon. Say thank you for the great meeting we're having here. Thank you for the great minds you've given to the team, Father. Thank you for the patience, God, that you instilled into these people, Almighty God. So you're going to close this meeting. Pray that you may guide each and every one of us and also give each and every one success. In Jesus' name, I do pray, trust, and believe. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's keep engaging in the group and share notes.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.